Hey guys, it's Dan with HustlePaintball.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Alpha Black Elite. Since early 2008, the Alpha Black has been a mainstay in the way of M16 styled paintball markers, and new players the world over always turn to this marker right here for a reliable, durable platform that they could always count on. There were only a few drawbacks, however, including the need to purchase aftermarket rails to mount either a foregrip or a bipod, or purchasing aftermarket rails to mount any sort of optic system. There's also the ability to add in a response trigger, as well as the e-grip option over to my left. And today we'll be taking a look at basic maintenance steps, including how to oil and disassemble your marker. We'll also point out a few common user errors, and we'll be taking this marker outside and doing a basic efficiency test on it. Let's bring it in closer, and we'll check it out. So the first thing that you are going to want to do is remove all the peripheral accessories, just because it's a lot easier to work on your marker without a bunch of things hanging off. Not to mention you cannot even take your marker apart without removing the carry handle. So first thing you want to do, take your feed neck off, just push that little button, slide it out of those little slots right there. Set that off to the side, you're all good to go. Next thing, carry handle. These two little screws, nice and convenient. Next, to remove the shroud, you're going to want to take your 1/8 Allen key, unscrew that, push it on out, set that off to the side, and then the shroud wiggles right off. Next comes the barrel, then the magazine. Push these two buttons in, slides right out. Last but not least, the stock. There's a little screw right in here that came in your parts kit that when you first got your marker was with the barrel bag and all your extra Allens and whatnot. Again, this one's 1/8 Allen key, just like pretty much everything else on this marker. Let's go ahead and take that out. Almost there. There you go. And then the stock just slides straight down like that, comes right off. And now, all you have left is the body of your marker. Now that you have the two halves of the clamshell separated, the first thing that you're going to want to do is relieve all of the spring tension in your marker. So start off by removing the rear bolt spring. It's a good time to talk about the bumper right here. Really all it does is it prevents the hammer from colliding too roughly with the plastic piece back here. It'll break it if you don't have it in there, so just make sure it's right around your spring that way. Next comes the sear spring and the trigger spring. That's about everything that's going to pop out on you. If you do end up losing one of these springs, we definitely sell replacements because they are rather tricky. That's another reason to work on a good clean surface where you can find them if they do end up popping out. The next thing that you're going to want to do, remove the cocking handle, remove your detent, rotate this whole assembly forward. You can easily remove the arm there. Hammer comes out. Same with the bolt. And now you're down to about the bare bones of your marker. Another quick point to talk about is the power tube right here. They sell upgraded aluminum ones that just aren't really necessary. The plastic one's never going to break. The aluminum one doesn't give you any added performance benefits. So we don't really recommend picking up one of those. You can if you want. It's just not a necessary upgrade. After you've got everything all sorted out and separated, next thing you're going to want to do is clean it all off. Just take some microfiber or a nice terry cloth or something. Get it all cleaned up. Make sure you get everything, all the debris out of your breech, off your power tube, things like that. This was a new marker, so there's nothing in there. But you guys, if you break paint, it's going to get all up in here. Make sure you go through there really nice. Maybe use a Q-tip or something. That'll get everything all cleaned up rather nicely. After you do that, go ahead and grab some of your pathogen oil. Single drop will do it. Spread a little bit on each O-ring, and then replace all of the parts needed. There you go. Make sure you lube everything up. You don't want any rust in there. Make sure when you're replacing your detents that they go forward like this. Otherwise, when the bolt moves forward, it's just going to shear the detent right off. I don't know if you guys can see that, but if it's like this, the incorrect way, backwards, the bolt comes forward, it's just going to swing, and then you're going to be calling us for a detent replacement. So there's that. Next thing is your bolt arm. I like to put this up vertically like that so you can just slot this in really nice and easy. It's actually a trick Cromer showed me. Just helps putting everything back together. It's a brilliant idea. Next thing, cocking handle. Make sure that this little hole here gets lined up with the back hole in the hammer, just so that this guy can slide in with relative ease. Make sure your bumper O-ring is in place properly. And that's all good to go. Put my oil back together so I don't make a mess. Trigger spring. Sear spring. And there you go. Looks like that's just about it. No more really to do here. I'm just going to get this all buttoned back up. We're going to head outside and start our efficiency test. All right, guys, we've made it outside. About to get this thing rolling. We are at 4,506 pounds in this tank. Just got a full pod loaded up into the rotor. So we're going to get this thing started. Yeah, 304, 290, 279. All right, it's chronoed in pretty good. I'm gonna get going now. All right, that's about 215. I think that's about it, guys. If we go any further into this tank, your balls are just not going to be breaking on your target. So I'm going to get a total shot count here, right about there. We'll get ourselves inside and warm up. That about sums things up for today, guys. If you're looking to pick up an Alpha Black Elite or any of the accessories that we used in today's video, make sure that you visit us at hustlepaintball.com, where we supply all of your paintball needs. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about today's video, send us an email at videos@hustlepaintball.com. Read our blogs, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and make sure that you sign up for pbriot.com, where the paintball discussion never ends. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.